goes. If it's a multiple in between, then the powers will be, write the base first, and how many numbers that you have, write the powers. So for example, this one, 6 times 6 times 6 times 6 times 6. What will it be in if I write it in power? 用指數表示咧 6 to the power of
5.
Yes, 5. Then can you tell me what does a square mean?
A times A.
Yep, a times a. And then how about a cube?
A times A times A.
Hayla. So what if now I have a square here and also a cube here? What is this in total? This dot in the middle means multiply. So
A6.
So let's do this one first. What is a squared? A times a, right? And then in the middle, this dot means times as well. So you also put that times. And then what does a cube mean? A cube means
A times A.
Hayla. So how many a's do I have in total?
5.
Yep, so my answer will be a to the power of 5. Make sense?
Yep.
Yep, then can we try one more? A7 times A3. What will this be?
A10.
Yes, A10, because you have 7 of the A's here and then 3 of the A's here. So in total, you have 10. So whenever you get confused, you can just write it down and then calculate how many do you have in total. Or you could also remember it now when there is a multiply in between. And the bases are same. Then the powers will add up. We use the identity called a to m power times a to n power. So no matter what's the base, if they are same, both are a's now, then your powers, this t, so these powers will add up. It will equals to a m plus n. If this is 100, this is 2, and it will be 100 plus 2, which is 102, like that. So no matter what it is. That's the first identity. So we still remember a square means a times a, right? So what does 3a square mean? Square means it times itself by 2 times. So if this whole thing is having the square, it will be 3a times 3a, right? So this whole bracket is having the power 2. So this whole bracket times with itself 2 times. So a squared will be a times a. Now 3a squared, so 3a times 3a. Next thing that you have to deal with is numbers deal with numbers. So 3 times 3, you have 9. And then a times a, you will have, so if it's times, you add up the power. So a times a, you have a squared. That's it for this part. Do you get this part?
Yep.
Now, can you try this one? What will you have? 5ab cube.
Uh, 125 A cube B cube.
Yeah, good. So basically what happened here as well was this square was given to everything inside. It was given to 3 and it was also given to 8. So 3 square means 3 times 3. You got 9 and then a square there. So same for this. You give this 3 power to everything inside. So you have 5 cubed, A cubed, and B cubed. Now 5 cubed, because it's a number, so you can click calculator or you can do it in heart. You will know that it is 125. As for the numbers, it cannot be further simplified, so you just leave it there. So if you get it until here, can we try the first question? Try this one. It's from a sample paper, SP. Try this one and see what do you get now.
C.
It's C. Yep. Can you explain?
Because 3 times, like it's the power 2, so 3 times 3 is 9. And 9a square, yeah. And then times a cube, and 2 plus 3 is 5, so 9a to the power 5.
Yep. Yep, that way. That's good. How about, okay, next question. Can you try first? This time you have a plus. For times, we know the powers add up. How about for plus? Maybe we try with some examples first. What is 3 plus 3? 3 plus 3, 6. Okay, what is 2 times 3? Bracket means times.
6.
Yes. And then 3 plus 3 plus 3 will be
9.
And then 3 times 3 will be
9.
Yes. So that means if there is a plus in the middle, we just directly times with the number outside. We don't give it a power. So if now I have A plus A plus A plus A, what will it be?
4a.
Yes, 4A. Then how about if I have 2A plus 2A?
Also 4a.
4A, yes. So how about if I have 2x plus x?
3x.
Yes, that's good. So you have 3x from here. So in total, now what you have is x3 times 3 times x. If it's stuck together, that means it's a times. So it's up to you if you write the dot or not. And it's a habit to have the number in the front. So let's move the numbers to the front and unknowns at the back. Can we further simplify the x's? They're having the same basis. If the same basis, inside there's a multiply, what do we do with the power?
Add it up.
Yep, that's good. So we have 3 here. How about for here? How many powers do we have?
1.
1 or 0?
0.
0 or 1? Can you try to click calculator 5 to the power of 0? What do you get? Do you know how to click to the power of?
1.
Yep. Okay, how about 6 to the power of 0?
Also 1.
Yes. So that means no matter what is the thing, if I say x to the power of 0, it will still be 1. Then I will not have to write this x here. How about if the question is 5 to the power of 1? What do you get?
5.
And then 6 to the power of 1?
6.
6. So basically x to the power of 1, we don't write the hidden one. So 1 is always hidden. So this one here, it also means the same. So if there's no power here, it means it's 1. So how many x's do we have in total now?
4.
Yeah, so we have 3x4. And that will be your answer.
Can I ask a question?
Yep.
The 3x, how does it has a sound T form?
This x cube here?
No, the one you wrote.
This one?
The blue color. Yes. Why does this have a samsifong?
So it's a habit to have the number in the front. So we just switch the places. If everything is multiplying, so then everything can move with each other. I could have written x first, and then x cube, and then 3. But then it looks
okay.
nicer if the numbers are at the front. So I just switch the places.
Understand.
Mm.
Isam
So
ko
that-
pala.
Okay. So can you try next one?
Is it C?
What? It is C. Can you explain? What does the power outside do first?
We have to times 4 times 3 and then 12 minus 5.
Yep, good. So whatever the power is outside is given to everything inside. And if the inside thing is having a power as well, then they will multiply with each other. So our next step will have been 2 cube and then x 4 times 3. And the bottom part, no change first. And the 4 times 3, we know that it is 12. And then numbers deal with numbers. 2 cube over 2. You can click calculator directly or you can calculate on your own. 2 cube means 2 times 2 times 2, which is 4 times 2, 8. You can write it that way or you can directly click calculator. For your exams, write at least 3 steps. Usually the steps don't have all the marks, but then if you write steps, then you might get marks if your answer is wrong as well. And then 8 over 2, you get 4. As for the unknowns, you will have to see which side is bigger, up or down. Upside is bigger, so you put the unknown upside, and then the bigger power minus the smaller power. Get this question?
Yeah.
Yeah, this question will be 4 marks in your DSE.
For the is it 8 divided by 2? That's why it became 4.
Yes.
Okay.
Fraction means division. So 8
I
over
thought
2 or
it
8
was
divided
like
by 2.
8 minus 2 because you have to put 2 up since it's smaller.
For unknowns, we do that. The reason to do with unknowns means, okay, let's say if it's x5 over x3. x5 means x times x times x times x times x. Then x3 means x times x times x. Now we have to simplify. So let's cut. 1 x cut from up, 1 down, 1 up, 1 down, 1 up, 1 down. And you are just left with 2. So that's why it was 5 minus 3, 2. Because in exam, you will have bigger numbers like these. So that's why we don't write everything out. But for numbers, it's just the normal calculation. 8 over 2 means 8 divided by 2. This question, okay?
Yep.
Let's move on. Now, this page, I will, I'm circling few questions. We will get back to it later on. 2013. And then this whole page, page 4, and then 2021, 2022, and 2023. Your year is also going to be like these highlighted ones. I will go back to these ones later on. We do the easier ones first. Go to 2014 and then try it. This time we have a negative power. What will happen to it? So no matter what, we deal with the brackets first. Whatever is outside, give it to everything inside. So -5 goes here. It also goes to the n, and the n is already having a power inside, so the powers will multiply. So -5 goes to the 2. And then it also goes to n, and then for n, 3 times -5. What do you get? You can click calculator and see what do you have. 3 times -5. You have -15. Now what do we do? There's a negative power. Any idea? For these numbers, you can of course click calculator, you will get it. But how about for unknowns? Try to click this in calculator. What do you get? So you have 2. This one is to the power of -5. You have points, but we used a fraction. So click A, B, C, and you will have 1/32. And that is your answer, 1/32.
I got a 0 in calculator.
When clicking 2 to -5?
Yes.
Ah, that is because make sure your calculator is having a D here.
I have
Or are you having G?
D.
E. Or maybe you can click mode 1 again. Just click normal mode 1. And then click again 2 to power of -5.
Still 0.
Because if you're getting 0, that means you're not having D on top.
I can show you. Wait, how do I? कैसे show करूँ?
Share content.
Oh, I can switch camera. Showing. Am I showing something?
It's a chair or something.
Huh?
Can't really see the calculator. Or you can send a picture on WhatsApp.
Oh yeah, that's fine. WhatsApp.
Ah, you have fix on top, right?
Yes.
So did you try clicking mode 1? Does it disappear?
No.
Okay, so go to shift mode.
Shift mode.
And then click 1.
Yeah, it's still here.
Okay, it's still here. Okay, Then click Shift Mode, and then click on the right side,
Oh, fix.
and then choose Norm.
Norm, okay.
And
Norm
then
1.
Yep, 1.
Norm 1.
Yep, yes.
Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah, it should be okay. Can you click now? 2
Yes.
to the power of -5.
Yes. So I should not have the sign fixed anytime I'm doing exam?
Yes, or else you will not have correct calculations.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Anyways. So that one, it's okay, 1/32. So we know that it's either A or B, not C and D. How about for the unknowns? Well, how do we do it? Is it N2 or N15?
15.
Yes, N15. The only thing special is that it's having a negative power. If there is a negative power, what we do is switch the places. Now this thing, it actually means it's over 1. When something is over 1, we don't write it. And now if you want to switch the places, if it's above, you move it down. It will be, and also this one is also negative, so you can also move it down. It will be 2, 5, and then N15. And the 1 goes up. And then 2, 5, you can click it, it will be 32. So what I mean is, if you try this one, what will be the next step for this? You will have to see if any of the unknowns are having negative powers. The B here is having a negative power. So what we have to do is change its position. You will have to move it down so that the power is not negative. So A is positive already, so no change. And then X is already positive, also no change. But B is having a negative number, so from up, I will have to move it down. So it will come to BQ. Now, can you try x3, y -2, x -2, y 5? Try this orange one.
X cube and then x
Mhm.
squared without the negative sign. Like you
Yep.
shift it upwards. And then y to the power of 5 and y squared without the negative.
Yes, good. Because these are having negative, so you have to switch. This is also having negative, then you have to switch. Is this done? Anything else can be done?
You add like
Five
x
plus
to the
two,
power of
okay.
5 because 3 plus 2
Yes, they are multiplying, so you add them up.
and 5 plus 2, so y to the power of 7.
That's good. So same went for this one. It's -15 on top, so you move it down. So can you try next question? It should be easier now.
C. No, D.
Yep. So how about the others? Do you get it?
No.
Okay, first of
No.
all, the power outside, it's given to everything inside. So it's given to 3 and also this one. So when it's given to 3, you just write it there. As for this one, it already has the power. So you will just multiply 6 times 4. 24. And then for the numbers, deal with numbers. 3, 4 divided by 3. What do you get?
3 cube, 81.
Yep. Because this one has having 1 power. This one is having 4 powers. The upside is bigger. So 4 minus 1, 3 cube. You can write it this way, or you could just click calculator, 27. How about for this one? Y?
Y to the power of 22.
Yes, because the upside is bigger, so you put it there. And then the big minus small. 3 cube is 27. Okay. And then this page we are skipping for now. Go to 2019. Okay, so what do you get for this one?
D.
Yep. The others also got it? Did your school teach this
Yes.
steps method, or are you using the substitution method in school? Because some school, they teach by letting x be 0.1 or something, and then find out the value and then match the answers.
No, we
That,
didn't learn this method.
yeah, this is okay. This one is better because for long question, it's also same thing. Okay, next, deal with the bracket first, and then deal with the negatives. Brackets. Negatives.
What was the answer to just now that question?
This one?
Oh yeah, okay, thank you.
Did you also get this one?
Yes.
That's good.
I don't understand this one. Can you explain?
First of all, we deal with the brackets. That means see if there's any powers outside. So this -2, it will be given to everything inside. It will be given to 3. It would also be given to this x. So upside, no change yet. It's given 3, 3. And then it's also given to x. So -5 times -2. You can click this in calculator because it's already having the power inside. So they multiply. -5 times -2, what do you get?
-10. No, positive.
Positive 10.
Yep, saying so, like that. And then next thing that we have to deal with is the negatives. If there are any negative powers, you switch the places. So the unknowns, they are not having any negatives. But the number here, it's having a negative number. So you have to switch this whole thing to the upside. So you will have 6x there. And then now 3 also goes up. But the power will be positive now. In the bottom, it's still having x10. So can you continue on your own? What is 3 square? And then times 9, times 6.
54.
Yep.
X.
So you have 54x and then x10 here. How about for the x? Which side is bigger, up or down?
Down, so you minus the x, so it's 9.
Yes, so you keep it on the downside. 10 minus 1, 9. It should be tricky, but then as always, brackets first, give it to everything, and then see if there's any negatives. If there is, move the places, and then deal with the numbers first. You find out the solution for numbers, and then see for the unknowns, if it can be further simplified. So this is the first style of the indices. For your long questions, it's all this style. This is worth 3 marks in DSE. It's actual DSE past papers. So they will all be the same. The styles are all the same, all the same, all the same. So if you can deal the MCs that you have done until now, you can also deal with the long questions. And then the second style for indices. Indices, we have 2 main styles. The second style is like this question, where you will have the powers as unknowns. This one is much, much, much harder, but it will come in your DSE 2024 as expected. Like we do predict what kind of questions it will come, and then it's predicted to have this style in your 2024. So how do we deal with this one? The questions look so complicated. How can I turn it into this way? Like these ones, we were already very clear. If there's a power outside, you just give it to everything inside. This one as well, you can also give it to 27. You can also give it to 9. It's possible. But then how do we further make it to 3? How are these all related? So we deal the things inside the bracket first. If we notice all the options here, the bases are 3. So we need to find a way to make this 27 and 9 also with the base 3. What does that mean? Can 27 be replaced by 3 to the power of something? So let's try. 3 to the power of 1. It means just 3. 3 to the power of 2. It means 3 times 3, which is 9. And then 3 to the power of 3. 3 times 3 times 3, which is 27. How about 3 to the 4? Which is 84. Everyone saw, everyone. So what I mean is these numbers can be switched with each other. This 27, I can replace it by 3 cubed. If I do so, then I can later on simplify and make it in this way. So 27 here, I will replace by 3 cubed. So it will be 3 cubed And then this 9 here, 9 can be replaced by 3 square. 3 square. And then I had a power here, n plus 1. So you just keep it there with a bracket. And everything, I had a power 3 outside. So you still keep there. Just inside things, deal it first so that it don't get too complicated. So here inside, we have another small bracket. Deal with that first, open up, expand it. So this 2 is given here. It is also given here. So you have 3, 3. And then 3, 2n plus 2. 2 times n, you have 2n. 2 times 1, you have 2. Can we do anything else with inside? They are having the base 3. Inside, there's a multiply. They are having the same base. The powers can add up.
Add them.
Yep, so you can also do that. 3 plus 2n plus 2. Just write once the base and the powers add up. 3 plus 2n plus 2. And of course, the outside thing still there. And then now what we can do is the outside power goes in. If there's a power inside already, you multiply with it. So it's basically if there is a 3 here and 5 outside, you will multiply them. Same here, this 3 will go inside. So it will be 3 times everything inside. So again, open up. Before open up, we see that there are these numbers, 3 plus 2. They're same thing, same unknowns, same numbers. So you can write it just once. 3 plus 2, you have 5. And then this 3 goes in, goes in. So you'll have 3 times 5, 15, 3 times 2, 6n. So complicated, right? This is the hardest for this topic. So can you guess for, let's say, 64? What can it be replaced by? If I want to use the power base as 4, 4 to the power of what will be 64?
Three.
Yep, 4 to the power of 3. Or if I want to change 8 into as the base 2, what will be my power? Is it 3 or is it 4?
3.
So 2 to the power of 3 means 2 times 2 times 2. 4, 4 times 2, 8. And then 2 to the power of 4 means 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 here, and 2 times 2 here. So 4 times 4, 16. So this is your answer. So one thing that you guys can do after the class is revise 1 to 20 square. That means 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, all these until 20 square. The reason to do this is next time if I ask you what is 18 square, you should tell me within 5 seconds that it's 324. I now know it because I've already recited it. You have to recite it as well. It is to develop the math sense. And then apart from this, you also have to revise 1 to 5 cubes. Like 1 cube, 2 cube, 3 cube, 4 cube, and 5 cube. The answers of it. This will be more than enough because these are the common numbers that they ask. Usually they will have these big numbers and then you will have to match from the list what can it be replaced by. Like if the questions have 81, you should immediately know that it is 3 to the power of 4. Hard? Yes. So can we try question this one, 2018 first? Can 8 and 4 be replaced by something? With the basis of 2, because these are the options. 2 to the power of what is 8?
3.
Yes. And then how about for 4?
2.
Yes. So you replace the numbers by those things first. For 8, I will replace by 2 cube. And then whatever powers I had in front, just keep it there. And then if there are any brackets, deal with that first. Open up, open up, open up, and then open up. So 3 times 2, you have 6n. And then 3 times 1, you have 3. And at the bottom, 2 times 3, you will have 6n. And then 2 times 1, you will have 2. And then now the bases are same. Both of them are having 2. Then you will have to figure out which one is higher power. This is bigger or this one is bigger. 6n plus 3 or 6n plus 2. Which one is bigger?
Plus 3. The 6
Yes.
and plus.
If this is the bigger, you keep it there, and then the big minus small. So next step, it will be just write it once, then the big minus small. Open up the bracket again. We put a bracket because it's more than one thing here. If it's just 6n, then you don't need the bracket. If it's more than one thing, there's a plus or minus inside, you put a bracket because sometimes the signs will change. So this negative goes here, it also goes here. 6n plus 3. So negative 6n here, and the negative 14 that. And further simplify, same terms, like terms, ends with the ends. 6n minus 6n, what do you get? 5 minus 5, 6 minus 6, 0.
0.
So these are cancelled. And then how about 3 minus 2?
1.
Yeah,
One.
so it's 2 to the power of 1, which means 2. For these questions that have the power as unknown, remember to do it again at least 3 times. It could be exactly same question. Do it few times so that you are used to it.
Miss, can you explain that, like when we have to plus and when we have to minus? So like you mean if the power is like the up one, the 3 is bigger, so we have to 3 minus 2. So if the bottom one is 3 and the like up is 2, then we have to 3 plus 2.
Let's say the question is like this, right?
Yeah.
So the bottom one is bigger now. So I will write everything at the bottom, above just 1. So the bottom one, this is bigger, minus the smaller one.
Also, so you mean like which one is bigger, then we have to minus the, like for example, like the bottom one is bigger, so we have to minus the upper one. So if the upper one is bigger, you have to minus the
Yes.
bottom one. Okay.
The only difference is if you move everything on the top, you don't have to write 1 at the bottom. It has no meaning. But if you move the things to the bottom, you still need the 1 on top. So how about for x3, x5? How do you do this one? Which side is bigger?
1 over x2.
Yes. How about x5 over x3?
x2.
Yes, x2.
All right.
Okay. Then go back to 2016. How do I do this? It's all numbers. Can you try to click calculator? Do you get anything? Math error. So basically, if you can't find any, is any of you choosing C or D?
No.
No, it doesn't make sense. 8 times 5, 40, and then this one plus.
It makes sense, but I think it's wrong.
Yes, it's wrong. The reason is you can only add up the powers if the bases are same. The bases are different, so you can't add up the C's or the powers. So what can I do? I have to either make the bases the same or the powers the same. I have to try anything. But now these numbers look so stubborn. How can I change them? 5, it's such a prime number. It cannot be divided by anything. It can't be done anything. How about 8? Can 8 be replaced by something else?
2 to the power of 3.
Yes, 2 to the power of 3 is 8. So you replace this 8 by that. 2, 3. And then now here, can you open up the bracket? 3 times 2 to 2, what do you get?
2 to the power of 666.
So now it looks much better. The powers are same. What can you do?
2 times 5.
Yes, if something is same, you take it out. The powers are same, you take that out. And the other things just still inside. And then 2 times 5, you have 10. How about for this one? AB squared. What do you get?
A square, B square.
Yes. So it could also go back to this. They're both equal to each other. If the powers are same, you can take out. Or if there's a power outside, you can give it to both of them. Like this one power, you can give it to both of them. Or you could take it out from them. Easy? I hope so. Remember to do exact same question at least 3 times because these are past papers.
Alright.
How about this one? Okay, the powers, we know that it's 3 as a base. This one is already having 3. How about this 9? Can it be changed to something else?
3 to the power of 2.
Yes, 3 square is 9. So I can at least replace that. And next thing that you have to know is anything on the side, it also means it's on the top. So, and bracket means multiply. So you can directly move this to the top. So it will be 3, 4, 4, 4 over 9, 5, 5, 5. And then this 9, it can be replaced by 2, 3 squared. So now you will have 3, 4, 4, 4 on top. And 3, 2, 5, 5, 5. Can you try to do on your own for this one? There's a bracket. So multiply it. What do you get? You should be able to get.
Is it D?
And then you will have to decide which side is bigger, up or down.
It's D.
Yes. The others also got it?
Yep. Yes.
That's good. And then the last question. Oh, we have a few more questions only. This one looks tricky. See if you can get it. Is there anything? The bases are in the answers are 4, but can 2 be made to 4? It can't be something bigger. If it can't be made to 4, then we will have to try to make it as something else base first. Because 4 to the power of 1, it's 4. 4 to the power of 2, it's 16. So 4 cannot be changed to 2 or 8. So we don't use this power. Use something else first, and then in the end, we try to make it in 4. So can these numbers be changed to anything?
Like 8 can be 2 to the power of 3.
How about for 64?
4 to the power of 3.
2 to the power of... So you got it until here. Then let's rewrite it. 2n times 2, 3n over 2, 6n. And then there is a bracket. Deal with that first. So you have 2n, and then 2, 9n, 2, 6n. And then deal the things on the same stage first. They both have the same base. If the bases are same, what can you do with the powers?
Add them up.
Yep, so you will have n plus 9n, 10n. And then now, again, the bases are same, but they are on different stage. One is up, one is down. Then you will have to think which side is bigger, up or down. 10n is bigger or 6n is bigger?
10n, so 10 minus 6.
Yep, so you will have 4n, right? So what does this mean now? This also can means 2, 4, and then the n outside. So the powers are multiplied with each other. So you can also separate them. The reason to separate is because I want to find the answer in this way. So I will have to know the values of the numbers here. 2 to the power of 4, what is it? 2 to the power of 4, it is 2 to the power of 4 is
16.
yes, so you have 16n. That is your answer, 16n. Then I will have to see from the options here. Is any of them having 16? The first one is just 4, so I can't do anything with it. It's not 16. How about the second one? It's 4 square. What is 4 square?
16.
Yep. And then the third one, 4 negative 3. What do you get for that? 1 over 64. And then the last one, you will be having 1 over 256. So that's why the only option that you have is B. B is having 16. This is the official way, of course, by simplifying everything and then adding up the powers, the bases are same, and then simplifying the powers because they're on different bases, different stages, and then separate them, or you can directly click it, 2 to the power of 4, you get 16, then match the answers. This is, of course, the official way. One more way that can be done in MC or even in long question, actually. If you see from here, there's something special with all of them. Anything that they all have? In the question itself, is there anything that they all have it? They all have a...
N.
N.
Yes, they
Oh.
all have the N. If they all have something same, you can actually take that out. So just take n out. N is the power, just take it out. And everything left, just write it inside. Just took the n out. It was given to all of them. Now I'm taking it back. Everything is out. And then the things inside is now all numbers. If it's all numbers, you can just click in calculator. 2 times 8 cubed over 64. Or use the division sign. You will also find it as 16. This seems much quicker. It is quicker, but usually in exam, we can't notice things so quick. In exam, we always think in this way because these are like robotic methods. We always think like what is 8, what is 64. It's better to have recited some of the common numbers. And then again 16, so you match with this one. Easy. These are hard. Okay, 2 more questions. Can you guys try to do on your own first? 2023 is easier than 2022. Still, it's hard, of course. Try to do it. Give you 2 minutes. 2 minutes will be more than enough. So back to the questions. 2022. Did you try it? What did you get it? Three, 2, 6, and then 8. So because the powers, the bases are all 3, so you have to think a way to change this 81 and 27 into 3. What can 81 and 27 be replaced by? 81 can be replaced by
4.
3 to the
to the
4.
yes,
3 replacing 4.
and then 27 can be replaced by
3 to the power of
3.
3.
yes, good. So we rewrite everything 3, 4. So open up the brackets. Do on your own first. Just see the screen for checking answers. 4 times 3, 12. And then if there's a power outside, give it to inside. Inside there's already a power, so multiply it again. My copy pro. And then again, see which side is bigger, up or down. The upside is bigger, so everything move to the up. So the upper one minus the bottom one. And then open up the bracket, open up the bracket. -6 and -6. And then unknowns, deal with unknowns. 8n -6n. And then 12 -6. Did you guys get the answer?
Yep.
Okay. How about next one? What did you get? Try to do that within 1 minute. These questions are to be done within 1 minute if you need level 3 or above. Oh, by the way, do you guys all understand Urdu?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. Because sometimes I will unknowingly speak in Urdu. Yes, that's why I have to make sure you guys do.
Just don't say the numbers in Urdu.
वो मुझे भी नहीं आते. That's hard because I also was studying in Chinese schools. In Chinese schools, we hardly speak Urdu. My classmates were also Chinese. So everything either Chinese or English. Okay, then. So for next one, now 3 cannot be replaced by anything. It's a prime number. How about for 4? We can replace it by
2 square.
Square.
this one. So 4 can be replaced by 2 squared. So let's do that part first. And then open up the bracket. See what do you get. And then see if there's anything same for both sides. If the powers are same, you can take that out. If the bases are same, you just keep it there.
Is it B?
Is it B? Nope.
It's A.
It's A. So this one, powers open up first. 2 times n, 2n, 2 times 2, 4. So they both have same powers. They both have same powers. So you can take the powers out. You will have 2 times 3 in the middle and then everything on top. 2 times 3, 6. So you will notice that this question is very, very similar to the question here. Right? Change the numbers. The powers are same. So take it out and then just match. So what happens in DSE is things do not change. They always use the same concept. You do the powers first, try to simplify the numbers, see if it can be replaced by something else. And then if there's anything common, just take it out and then find the answer. The concepts will always be same. They just use different numbers each year, so it confuses students. So this year we will have the reports very soon to know how many students got this correct. It was question 3, so it is supposed to be very hard. This one is already called hard. This is hard, nothing is easy. It's okay, level 3, do you know how many marks you need for that?
Not sure because every year it changes, right?
Yes, so you need around 55 marks out of 105 for paper 1, long questions. And then for the MC, you need around 28 out of 45. That's a lot of marks. It is a lot. This is for level 3 only.
How about level 4?
Level 4, for long question, paper 1, you need around 67 marks. And then for MC, you need around 32 marks. It's achievable, yeah. You still have few months, 200 days. That's a lot. It's still summer. Yeah, we can do it. 32 out of 45, and we are just with first question. It will be done because now we don't have much time in summer. We do very less classes, but then later on we will have regular classes, so it will be better. So everyone clear with this question?
Yes.
Yes.
So for next 15 minutes, can we quickly finish all paper 1 questions? It shall not be too hard. You can do it in 15 minutes. Do as quick as possible. There's a bracket, there's a power, the powers goes to everything, do that, and then see if there's any negative powers. If there's negative powers, switch the stages, and then simplify. So this power, it goes in, it goes in. So you have x squared, y squared. Remember to put the equal sign. Next step, see if there's any negative numbers. If there's any negative powers, you switch the places. And then if anything is on the same stage, the powers can add up. If on different stages, you will have to see which side is bigger. Down is bigger, so 6 minus 2, 4. Try to do next one on your own, and then we can check together. Each question maximum use 1 minute. It's long question, you can take time, but then it's the same in MC, so it's better to have the speed trained. First question, everyone done?
Yep.
Next, there's a power outside given to everything. Do on your own first and then check from the screen. So it's given to everything. There's a power inside already, so you multiply. 5 times 6, 30. Negative 2 times 6, negative 12. Downside, nothing changes. Next step, see if there's any negative powers. This one is also. So M, no changes, keep it there. This one is having a negative power, so move it down. This one is also having a negative power, so move it up. And then simplify. Which one is bigger? The upside is bigger, so put it there. 30 minus 4, you have 26. And then for the n, which one is bigger? The downside is bigger, so put it there. 12 minus 3, 9. So 2012. If there's any negative power, you switch the place first. And then for the same unknown, see which power is bigger first. The up is bigger, put it there. 8 minus 3, 5. So try to do all, and if you get stuck in any of the question, then tell me. Next as well, there's a power outside, give it to inside. Inside there's a power, so multiply. And then see which one is bigger, put it there. So for y, upside is bigger, so put it there. 30 minus 6, 7. And then for x, downside is bigger, 30 minus 20, 10. You should be able to do this within 1 minute. 1 minute should be too much. Okay with the first page, right? Long questions.
Yes.
Okay. That's good. Used 4 minutes only. So there's a power outside, give to everything inside. If there's a power in advance, multiply it. -2 times 3, you get -6. And then if there's any negative powers, you switch the places. And if they are on the same stages, just add them up. And for next one, the power inside goes in. There's a power inside already, so multiply it. 3 times 5, 15. -7 times 5, -35. And then see if there are any negative powers. You switch the places. And then if they're same unknowns, different stages, we will see which one is bigger. Downside is bigger, so put it on down. 15 minus 9, we have 6. And is 16. There's a power outside, goes in. There's a power inside already, so multiply 8 times 2, 16. 7 times 2, 14. And then see if there are any negative powers. You will have to switch the places. What question are you guys on?
2017.
Okay, that's quick. And then if the bases are same, just add the powers. Bases are on different stages, then you minus. The power outside goes in, goes in. There's a power here as well, also goes in. So power inside multiplies, so 4 times 3, 12. -1 times 3, -3. -2 times 5, -10. And then if there is any negative powers, you switch the places. So M10 and 3. And if the unknowns are on the same stage, you can add them up together. So M22 and 3. Power outside goes in, goes in. -2 times 4, -8. 3 times 4, 12. And then if there's any negative power, switch the places. DSE is all practice makes perfect. If you do enough past papers, you will know how to do it. They're literally asking the same thing, different unknowns, different powers, and then still same thing. Open up brackets, switch up the places, add them the powers, and all those. If they are on the same stages, add up the power. Hidden one there, so x9. And then for the y, which one is bigger? The downside is bigger, so put it there. Power goes in, power goes in. So M5 and -10 and -4. Negative powers, switch the places. And then if they are on the same stages, add up the powers. (2021). You guys at 2021 yet?
Yes, but
I got
I don't know how to
in
do
this.
it.
Yes.
Do you know how to do it? Does it look more complicated now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's different.
It's a little bit different because of the alphabets here, but don't get scared. It's always M, N, X, Y. So you're used to A, B, M, N, X, Y, P, Q, these letters. So this year they just used a little bit tricky letters. We call these alpha and beta, alpha and beta. These are Greek letters for A and B. It's still the same thing. There's a power outside, goes in, goes in. Bracket also means multiply, so do the powers first, bracket. This one, no change. And in this one will be -10, beta 20, 4 times 5. -2 times 5, -10, 4 times 5, 20. Then everything else, it's still multiply, but before that, you will have to check if there's any negative. There's a negative, so you have to switch the place. So the other things, no change, no change. The negative goes down. So you write alpha, start from here, goes here. And then beta is you start from down and then just do that. If you write A and B, you will not get any mark. Make sure you follow the symbol that they give. Maybe next time they give you a symbol like this. Like the Chinese letter, yeah. It's called Lando or something. I forgot the thing for it. Or maybe they give you this, E. Or they could give you directly a theta. No matter what they give you, use that. And then until here, you guys should be okay. And then afterwards, if it's on the same stage, you add up the powers. If it's on the different stages, you will have to see which one is bigger. So on top, B23, and down, alpha 9. Did you get the answer? Okay, last two questions. Last two are easier. Open up the bracket, the powers goes in, the power goes in. So A12, B -8. And if there are any negative powers, you switch that first. And then if they are on the same stage, add them up. The powers goes in, the powers goes in. And then see if there's any negative numbers, negative numbers, negative numbers. Switch the places. And if they are on the same stage, same unknowns, you can add them up. On different stages, you can minus them. So see if you can finish all the questions. If you get stuck in any of them, let me know. Doing the last question.
Done already.
Finish.
Did you also check all correct?
Yeah, it was just the 2021, but then
Yes.
after explained, it was fine.
Yep. Everything should be same method. Just open up, simplify, brackets, negatives, all these three things only. So that's it for today. For next lesson, we will do factorization. That means the formula 01 thing. We will use a lot of calculator for this next lesson. This lesson was easier, but this will secure your 4 marks. 1 MC mark and 3 long question marks. That's a lot already. Because your goal for level 3 is 55 from long question and then 28 from MC. 1 MC done. 27 more to go. But from that 28, it doesn't mean that you need to know 28 questions. I will also let you know how to do in tricks. Like you only need to know around maybe 20 questions or maybe less, and you can still get 28 marks. Those tricks will be taught later on. Not so quick. Okay, so any more questions for today's lesson?
No.
Okay, so for next lesson's arrangement, we can discuss on WhatsApp directly. Okay.
All right.
Okay,
Okay.
see you guys.
Wait, Miss,
Yes.
you will send the other questions on WhatsApp tonight,
Yes.
right?
Yes,
Okay,
I will.
thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I love you.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.